would like to welcome everyone to EVO 2025 MODS PD, the Moderator Professional Development for our EVO for this year. We would like also to say good morning to those in the morning, good afternoon, and good evening also, if you are in different parts of the world. This is one of the most beautiful things of EVO, right? When we have this worldwide community coming together. So here we have our coordination team. Christine today cannot be with us because she's on a family trip, but she extends her best wishes to us all for this year Mod PD, but she will be with us in the following week. Would you like all our coordinators to say hello, Grazia?
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here and happy to join this wonderful, very diverse team. I like to see people from all over the world. So excited.
Yes. Sonia also apologized for not being able to join us today. Jane, our dear coordinator,
everyone, so excited that we're kicking off our EVO 2025 Mod PD. Excited that everyone is here today. Yeah.
Thank you, Jane. Suen? Sue is with us, isn't she?
Hello.
Yeah, there she is.
It's nice to see everybody here, and I'm looking forward to the following weeks with all of you.
Okay, thank you, Sue. Zainab?
Hello, everyone. Happy to see all of you here, and I'm so excited to be here and to learn from you. Thank you.
Thank you. And our assistant coordinators for this year, Mary?
You're muted, Mary.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was saying good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone here from wherever you are right now. We're very happy to have you here, and I hope that you enjoy these the following 5 weeks in this MLD PD. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Miguel?
Hello, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here, and I look forward to learning and sharing with you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so now our nice welcome from Grazia to all of our moderators.
So we are really happy and we are so excited to have moderators from all over the world. And we want to extend our gratitude and tell you that we are honored to share this space with you all and to support you in the process of reshaping some of the things in your proposals, creating your LMSs, but above all, learning from you all, learning from your experiences, and making EVO, continue to make EVO this community of learning that it is. So thank you for being here today. Thank you for taking the time to support each other. As you will see in the process of this kickoff, we have very experienced moderators. We have others that are new. We have others with different experiences. So I know that this will be an amazing sharing and learning experience, as it always is. So pretty excited to welcome you all. And we hope to have a wonderful 5 sessions ahead of you, 5 weeks ahead of us.
Thank you. Okay, so I would like to just briefly, this is something that Christine talked to us about recently, and we also have her video. So we need to keep in mind that the word of EVO, the organization, right? It's about this community, this online community distributed all over the globe, as we can see through all the proposals and participants that take part in our sessions. It's the work of the coordinators who work it all year round to make the EVO possible to run every year, but also thankfully to all moderators who take the time to propose the sessions and share their expertise, right? And obviously the participants that take part with us. So would like you to, we always like to see EVO as this really globally distributed community because of how all around the year, we connect to each other in a way or another. I'm going to be playing the message from Christine Bauer Ramazani, who is the co-founder of EVO, and also our head lead coordinator of this year. She's not here with us, but would like to have her presence with us through also this message to us all.
Co-founder of EVO and longtime member of the Welcome to the Electronic Village Online, or EVO, as we call it in the Computer Assisted Language Learning Interest section of TESOL, where EVO began. I am Christine Bauer Ramazani, co-founder of EVO and longtime member of the EVO Coordination Team. It is my great pleasure to tell you a little bit more about EVO and the community of EVO participants around the world. At the March TESOL Convention of 2000 in Vancouver, Canada, Tom Robb, Susan Gare, and I responded to a request in the call interest section of TESOL to create an online or distance version of the physical electronic village, which was a hub of hundreds of presentations and workshops on the use of computers in English learning and teaching. Thus was born EVO as a special project of the call interest section of TESOL. The EVO Coordination Team works year-round to bring you free collaborative online discussions and workshops on current cutting-edge topics in English learning and teaching, which then take place for 5 weeks in January and February each year. English teachers from around the world are invited to take 1 or 2 sessions for free to continue their own professional development. No membership and no fees are required ever. All you need is the internet. So this is one really distinguishing feature of EVO. Everything is free. But I find that the most distinguishing feature of EVO is its Moderator Professional Development, or ModPD, as we call it. Moderators of accepted proposals for EVO sessions are required to participate in free training for 5 weeks in October and November to learn how to facilitate, moderate, and run an online course inside a learning management system. Everything is free. They are trained by a team of experienced, globally distributed English language teachers and trainers who are well-versed in the design and delivery of online or distance courses. The highlight of each year, then, is the 5-week period of EVO sessions in January and February, when registrations come in from all over the world, and the EVO coordination team resembles a beehive full of excited activity. The EVO sessions are then showcased to a worldwide audience at the Best of EVO 2-day web conference in mid-March. EVO is very proud to consist of all volunteers. A motivated and dedicated team committed 100% to the cause of delivering free professional development to English teachers around the world. I am very proud of our EVO coordination team and all the members that have worked with us over the past years. EVO is a globally distributed community of practice online. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Christine.
Yes, thank you, Christine. And thank you, Jane, also for sharing the screen and allow us to play it as part of our kickoff. It's also very important to have her presence here with us. Okay, so this year we are welcoming the 10 proposed sessions. And we're going to see and talk a little bit more about them in the next slides.
But before we do that, and before we give our lead moderators, a chance to tell us about their sessions, we know that you have introduced yourselves in the ModPD platform, but we wanted to get to know you a little bit better beyond that professional introduction that we shared in our Canvas platform, and learn a little bit about your name, your country, and an animal that you can relate to. And we have a Canvas, a Padlet, sorry, that we prepared for that purpose. You can use the QR code there, and I can also share in the chat the link if you prefer that, or you can use a QR code. And what we want you to do is we're going to give you 5 to 7 minutes to add your name, your country, just like in the example, and that animal that you relate to, and a picture of that animal. Then 2 words about you, one personal and one professional, and optional if you want to add a comment that explains why that is your animal of choice. And for my example, you can see I am Gracia. I am from Honduras, and my animal is a bear. I am a friendly and hardworking person. And the reason I chose the bear, is that I always relate to the bear because my mom used to call me a big bear, because when I was younger, not anymore, but I used to be a child that was taller and than children at my age, and she was always asking for bear hugs. So every time I think of an animal, I think of bears. So we're going to give you 5 minutes so that you can start populating the Padlet and sharing your animals, and then we will start looking at your wonderful choices and your comments. So 5 minutes to do that, and we'll check back with you in 5 minutes. Then Beatriz from Bolivia, she also likes cats. So I think Georgia, Beatriz, Glenda, and Heidi have this in common. This is nice. Beatriz says they are her feline children. They accompany her everywhere and they never judge her. I like that. They give her ideas to teach. Oh, I like that. Nagla says, camel. My students always say that I'm patient, and I think a camel is a really patient animal. Thank you, Nagla. And then Loretta from Canada. My parents used to call me a bird because I was always talkative and always moving around. Very nice. Very nice. So keep your animals coming. We will leave the Padlet open, as I said, so that people can share, and then you can look and read. I just read very generally the comments, but then you can look and read and see what you have in common with other people, and make sure you comment and engage, and make sure that you are connecting with people. And then Wata says he is in Japan and he likes raccoons. I think that's a raccoon. It looks like a raccoon, but it says tanukis. I like tanukis. They learn to coexist with people. And then Zuleika from Panama, she says, rabbits, they are funny and lovely. Graciela from Argentina, she loves dogs. Okay, very good. So I think we can move on. Thank you for indulging us with your animals. Amani says she likes cats too because they're independent and curious. Thank you for indulging us with your comments and for sharing your animals and who you and how they relate to you and why they relate to you. We will continue to have every week some ways in which we can connect and network and share a little bit about each other and continue to build this community that is EVO. So now we move on to our sessions. As while Rose shares, she mentioned that we have 10 proposed sessions this year. We have 5 that are returning sessions, and we want to give them a cheer, give them a round of applause for coming back and for really giving us the pleasure of continue to learn from their experience, from all the work and the experiences that they have accomplished over the years as they have shared their expertise. Those returning sessions are delivering best practices. Let me make this bigger because I cannot see. Delivering best practices in distance and blended courses, and it has an AI component because that it's something that it's happening nowadays. And as you will see this week, it's something that we will be talking about. Then we have grammar for TESOL. You're going to be learning a little bit more about that session and the importance of this for the field. We also have creating basic H5Ps for your teaching context collaboratively, and the team is going to be sharing also about the work that they're going to be doing in January. We have immersive AI companion design, also a returning session, and the team will also share the innovative features that they are going to bring to the session for January. And finally, we have learning engagement through virtual apps, which is changing to learning engagement through virtual tools because the team has integrated more apps and tools into the session. And then if you can share the screen now, Rose. And then for the 5 new sessions, we have 5 new sessions that are from substitution to redefinition in tech enhanced learning, which is really interesting and a new approach that you're going to be learning about. We have another team with AI in education, ethical and practical considerations. And the team is going to share a little bit about what they're going to be discussing in their session. Then we also have tech tools supporting visually impaired EFL students. We are very excited to learn about what the team is going to be sharing. And then we have another team that is going to share about AI applied to English language teaching. And then another new session, Let's Go Green, integrating environmental sustainability, which is something really important for the work that we are doing. So the teams, as we mentioned, the name of their session, are the lead moderators are going to have 2 minutes to give an overview of their session and to share what their session is about, what objectives they wish to accomplish, and very briefly, some of the topics that they are going to be delivering during the 5 weeks. So I want to ask Isaac to open his mic and tell us a little bit about AI applied to English language teaching. You're going to have 2 minutes for that, Isaac. If you go over the 2 minutes, then we have that strange sound that sounds, which we don't want to hear. So, Isaac, you are welcome to share about your session.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me here. I'm very pleased. I want to tell you a little bit about our session, which is called AI Applied to English Language Teaching. Basically, what we want is to examine some AI-powered tools that help teachers for lesson planning, personalized learning, and assessment. So we want to help them integrate AI-based strategies in ELT contexts, so you can balance innovation with some pedagogical best practices. We know that AI is nowadays very important. So we want to help you integrate this into your teaching, to lose your fear towards technology and AI, because we know that some teachers may still think that AI is going to replace them somehow in the future, even though this is not true. So our objectives are to help you identify at least 3 AI tools that are going to help you for English language teaching. We're going to help you also formulate strategies that balance the use of AI in your classroom. And we want you to be able to critically assess the ethical considerations of using AI in your classroom, including handling data of your students with AI. And in these sessions, we want to we think of doing different activities. In the first week, we want to define what AI is, and we're going to be talking about some basic principles and demonstrate some prompt engineering techniques. During week 2, we want to compare and contrast at least 3.
Yeah, that's the sound we didn't want. But thank you, Isaac, for sharing and giving us that overview. Now we're going to move to our next group with our lead moderator, also a new session. So Araceli, your 2 minutes are up.
Oops. Hello, hello. I'm so happy to be here with so many dear names and faces. And well, I am really excited. Let me tell you that when I was invited to be a moderator, then I started thinking, and I took some EVO classes courses many years ago. I remember one about mentoring, but many years ago when I was still learning how to use the computer. Now I can't believe how much work it takes and it involves. So thank you, Gracia. And I am really happy we are going to be talking about the ethical and practical considerations of AI. And I'm here to learn from you all, because this is still ongoing and I don't want to hear that, that sound. So better stop here. Thank you so much, and success to all the sessions, to all people, and to all learners.
Thank you, Araceli. Okay, we're moving on to our next session. This is a returning session, very experienced moderators. And I'm going to ask either Elizabeth or Andrea to share with us a little bit about creating basic H5Ps.
Hello, everyone. So we ran this course last year. I'm sorry if I start coughing. Maybe you can mute me because I've been fighting a very bad bronchial infection. So basically what we do is we teach our participants to create basic H5Ps, which are interactive, interactive content that you can create quiz questions and like matching activities, crossword puzzles. We teach basically they will get their own sandbox and they'll create what we're teaching. So it's a hands-on course, fully hands-on. Everything that they create in their H5P playground or sandbox, they get to use in their classroom like the next day. It's like, that's what it is. It's amazing.
Thank you, Elizabeth, and we hope that you feel well soon. We hope that you're taking your meds. Thank you. So let's move on to the next returning session. This is delivering best practices. This is also a returning session that has been with EVO for many years, and I'm going to let Rose tell you a little bit about it.
Okay, so I have to time myself, right? There we go. Okay, so this is the 4th year that delivering best practice and distance blended courses has been submitted. And this is also our moderating team. We have Christine Bauer Ramazani, who has been our lead moderator for all the iterations. I am glad and also blessed to be co-moderating this, co-leading this year and learning a lot also in the process. And we have Christine Sabie, Jane, and Mubarak, our new moderators, Nagler and Suen, that have been together since the beginning. And we reflected on the use of generative AI and how it can help teachers design and develop the courses. And our session also aims at the intermediate level, teachers in all sectors who want to develop their courses online. but they need to have intermediate level of technology to be joining us. And we are very excited for the opportunity to integrate AI and learning to help participants to learn how to deliver a distance course or a blended course. And we'll be giving examples to support our participants. And we're really looking forward to share in the Mod PDL session and to refine it and hear your suggestions as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Rose. Sounds very exciting. Now we're going to move on to one of our new sessions. It's from substitution to redefinition in tech-enhanced learning. And I think here we're going to hear from Sinab, right, Rose?
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you, Gracia. Rosebud and I will moderate this session. This is the first year we are moderating this session. Rose is from Brazil and I am from Iran. In this session, we will use SAMR model to help teachers design, create, and integrate technology into the teaching. The letters in SAMR stand for substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. So you can see the title comes from this model. And the aim is to help teachers understand how best to implement technology, including artificial intelligence, while teaching, and enable them to make meaningful decisions about the technology tools they use in their teaching. If you're English teacher or teacher trainer, also you can join us. Thank you.
Thank you, Sina. Very good job. And I think we're all looking forward to this session because it sounds really interesting. I think I'm going to enroll for it when it's ready. Next, we have our Grammar for TESOL team, and we're going to ask Nagla to tell us about Grammar for TESOL. I find this to be a great session, and I would really encourage people to look at it and join them. So, Nagla.
Thank you much. Thank you very much, Gracia. So hi, everyone. This is Nagla Salem. I'm originally from Egypt, and I'm currently living and working in Toronto, Canada. My co-moderator is Masahito Watanabe, or Wata, from Japan. Wata and I share a strong passion for grammar teaching and learning and for supporting teachers of English in improving the grammar component of their instruction. This is the 6th year we are offering Grammar for TESOL, or G4T for short. And the way Grammar for TESOL progresses over the weeks will remain more or less the same. We did work together, Wata and I, on updating the session, but this is how it's going to progress. We will start first with getting participants to reflect on their grammar beliefs, instructional practices, and acquire more grammar content and pedagogical knowledge. And then halfway through the session, they start creating their own grammar-focused instructional materials, working on lesson planning, tasks, error correction, and the feedback revision methods. As I said, we have updated the session, and 2 years ago, we started incorporating UDL, or Universal Design for Learning. And so we have it for a couple of years now. And last year, we added an AI component. We plan to continue critically discussing and utilizing a variety of AI tools in G4T, and we're looking forward to gaining more knowledge and practice opportunities during the Mod PDE to be better equipped for that. Participants will be expected to complete several cumulative tasks that lead to a weekly required task, and then upon its completion, they will be awarded a weekly badge, after which they can move on to the following week. Okay, so pretty excited. Looking forward to the Mod PD and then the start of the sessions in January. Thank you. Sorry, 2 seconds
Don't
over.
worry, Douglas. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think this is a very relevant topic, especially for countries like in Latin America. I see this being a really relevant topic. So I hope you get a lot of people from our region. Thank you, Nagla. Then we move on to our team learning engagement through virtual tools. And Suleika is going to tell us a little bit about what's happening with this returning session. Sorry, my mistake. I'm ahead one slide. So we are moving on to immersive AI companion design, and Elena is going to tell us about this returning session. My apologies.
Grazie. Thank you so much for the introduction. It's wonderful to see you all again. Rose, Sue, Zainab, Grazia, Miguel, and I also see that a few of our moderators are with us today. Heike Philp, Amani Al-Kayat, and Georgia Manetta. I'm the returning lead moderator of Immersive Companion Design, co-moderating with Heike, Amani, Georgia, Randall Sadler, and Jennifer Hamilton. And it is this session this year is coming as a natural consequence of all the previous immersive sessions during previous years. It actually was inspired by my quest designed for my students on Edunation, which I also presented at the last Virtual World's Best Practices in Education conference around mythic origins, and the title was Immersive Quest Around Edunation. So one of the main characters, as I've also said in the discussion topic of our Mod PD module, one of the AI characters on this quest, the dragon, there's a fierce dragon, has inspired the session logo also this year. Let me say a few things about our objectives. You know, we always offer, every year we offer hands-on opportunities for our participants to create activities, AI-generated companions in virtual environments such as Frame VR, IO, Second Life, OpenSim, Kitely. And this comes as a natural consequence from all the experiences we have in the language classroom. The objectives include designing virtual teaching assistants, as I said, exploring persona developing, practicing avatar customization. And I'm sorry, 2 minutes are not enough to encapsulate everything. And I would really love to hear Heike, Georgia, and Amani who are with us. But we've run out of time. So may I pass the microphone over to the next presenter.
Thank you, Helena. We will definitely have time for the team and for engagement throughout the next live session. So definitely count on that. But thank you for sharing about your session.
It's wonderful to be here again this year.
Thank you. So now we're passing it on to Suleika and learning engagement through virtual tools.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Suleika Zapateiro, and I will be leading with the group of learning engagement through virtual tools. Yes, we changed the title this year, adding new things. So in general, we can say that this course, learning engagement through virtual tools, engagement, access to tools, and digital literacy continue to be challenging in multilingual learning classrooms. Participants will explore different virtuals, AI tools, and social media apps to promote virtual and in-person engagement. So participants will leave with ideas, techniques, and activities to adapt and put in practice in their classrooms. Well, in this session or this course, objectives will be to understand through readings and exercise with varied virtual apps and relevant for the teaching learning process. Also, we will participants differentiate between advantages and disadvantages of using these apps depending on their own teaching context and hand-on exercise. Also, evaluate an array of virtual apps, generative AI tools and social media apps suited for the classroom through the review of tools to use in class. Then I can summarize, yes, this session, this course in January. The course Learning and Engagement through Virtual Tools equip participants with skills to integrate digital applications and generative AI tools into their teaching practices. It begins with the understanding and relevance of various apps for both virtual and in-person settings and distinguishing their advantages and disadvantages using in their teaching context. Thank you.
In the nick of time, Suleika, thank you very much. Now let's move on to one of our new sessions. Let's Go Green, Integrating Environmental Sustainability into EFL Teaching. I'm going to ask either Heidi or Marisela to tell us about their session.
Hello, everyone. I will tell you about the session. We are a group of teachers, professors from the National University of Education in Ecuador. So this project, Let's Go Green, comes to our mind because we consider that despite the growing emergency in environmental issues, we think that education could contribute a little bit more. So we feel that there is a little disconnection between language learning and the real challenges that our teachers and students face. So this limits our students regarding critical thinking, problem solving, and also this sense, the development of sense of global citizenship. So in that regard, our project thinks that this session will equip our English teacher with effective strategies to integrate environmental sustainability into their EFL lessons. So we consider that this will foster a deeper understanding regarding global issues, so we can promote responsible citizenship. So in that way, we can empower EFL teachers and students as well to become active agents of change. With these sessions, we try to equip our English teachers with the necessary tools and resources so they understand better the concept of sustainability into their EFL lessons. So we are looking to improve as well their lesson by engaging concepts and real-world case studies. At the same time, we are looking to incorporate a way to look for, authentic material to develop environmental sustainability. So that's all. Thanks.
Thank you, Heidi. Great job. And now we're moving on to our last session. It's also a new session, and we're going to ask either Beatriz or Angela to share about their Tech Tools session.
Hello, how are you? I'm sorry, but I'm suffering a little from some allergies, so my apologies for that. A couple of years ago, I was going down the stairs at the university, and I ran into this blind girl, and she was selling sandwiches because she wanted to buy, she was, saving money to buy special partitures because she's not only studying to be a linguist, but also she's studying music. So I started talking to her, and I talked to Angela, and that I said, I didn't know we have blind students at our department. And she mentioned several that she knew of. And then a couple of days after that, I ran into this student again, and she was really annoyed, and she was like mad because her professor told her that she needed to give the test as everybody else, and she was not allowed to use screen readers or anything else to give her test. And then the professor decided that somebody was going to tell her the questions, and she was going to respond. And that was really unfair. And I talked to Angela and said, we have to do something to help these teachers to do the best for these kind of students. And Angela, for me, is an amazing person. She knows a lot about that. She has written her master's degree thesis about helping these students, and with my a little experience regarding technology, we said we have to help as much as we can. And that's why we are here talking about how we can use technology to help visually impaired students. Thank you. And this time is for good. We are not leaving. This time is for good. We promise.
Thank you, Beatriz. And we're so looking forward to your session. Definitely very excited about it. Thank you. So good job, everybody. We are so excited about all the sessions. I was reading the comments in the chat, and we're definitely excited about the diversity of topics, the diversity of insights and approaches that we're going to be seeing next year during our EVO sessions. So now we're going to move on to something very important, our calendar. And for that, we're going to ask Miguel to share about our timeline.
Thank you, Gracia. Well, EVO coordinators have organized this calendar. And as you can see in the slide, some of the activities that correspond to September have been completed. The deadline for proposals and the acceptance of letter have been completed. Now we're on the third activity in October. And today is the kickoff ceremony of the Moderator for Professional Development. That's going to last 5 weeks from October 6th till November 10th, 2024. And then on December, we're going to have 2 other activities. We'll have the official acceptance of proposals. And then on December 8th, there's going to be issued a call for participation for teachers all around the world to participate and to know about the different sessions that will be offered by EVO in 2025. Then in 2025, registration is going to start for teachers from January 5th to January 11th. So they can join any of the sessions or a couple of the sessions that will be offered. Then the kickoff live ceremony is going to be on Saturday, January 12th, with all teachers from around the globe and the moderators and the EVO coordinators as well. And then the EVO sessions are going to start officially from January 13th till February 16th. There's going to be a closing ceremony on Sunday, February 6th. There's going to be a live session, live meeting. And then on March, we're going to have 2 days to talk about the best of EVO. There we talk about the learnings, the experiences, the things to improve. And there, for 1 hour each session, or the moderators for each section talk about the experiences that they had with their sessions. Thank you. Now back to Zainab.
Here we have the overview of the 5 weeks of the MOD PD. Our motto over the next 5 weeks is collaborate, collaborate, collaborate. Collaboration is at the heart of everything we do. We encourage each of you to be as active as possible, interact, share your ideas freely, and give your feedback to your peers. The more we collaborate, the more we can learn and achieve. In pre-mod PD, which we have already started, we are getting to know each other. We started learning about topics, including etiquette for professional online communication and how to avoid issues like plagiarism. In week 1, we'll begin by exploring how artificial intelligence is impacting education. We will consider advantages and disadvantages of artificial intelligence, and we also discuss best practices for integrating artificial intelligence into our teaching strategies. In week 2, we'll explore the best practices for online moderation and design. You will discuss the forms of collaboration you have used so far. Over weeks 3 to 5, you will engage in your session design. You will work on creating logos, designing badges, certificates, and activities. You will have a chance to review each other's work and provide feedback. So this is another opportunity to collaborate, learn
I think we lost Zainab. Yeah, I think we lost Zainab. So, Rose, do you want to continue?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Okay, so that was an overview of the topics that we are covering each week of the Mod PD. I would like to add also that with so many experienced moderators, not just from the returning sessions, but also considering the new sessions as well, it is going to be a very good opportunity for us to support and share and discuss during these 5 weeks. So we're counting on all of you for your participation. Here we have an overview of the expected outcomes. Attendance at live meetings. This is something to take a look. Pay attention, especially because if you're not able to attend the live meeting, we are always going to have an announcement about our live meetings, and then you can always watch the recording. This year we are providing edited recording, so it's not going to be as long. We are keeping the key points that happens in each live meeting. And you can use the announcement post to add your reaction to the recording if you're not present in the live meeting. So, but we hope that you can come to the live meetings. And as Gracia mentioned, we are going to have some networking activities. We're integrating it this year because we want to get to know each other better, right? So during the live meeting is a great opportunity for that. Weekly tasks, we have the due date, so keep an eye for them. Remember also to communicate with your mentor. Each session has a mentor assigned, which is a coordinator. So if you have any issues and you want to discuss it with your mentor, please do so. And anything that is needed, we can discuss as a coordinator, and then they can communicate with you. As Zina stressed before, emphasized, we focus a lot of collaboration, especially among the moderators team, so the session can reflect everyone's contribution, right? Use the comments and also edit features on the Google Doc. So the Google Doc here is very important. Any updates during the weeks where we have tasks for the team, individual reflection, then team collaboration, then you need to come and discuss the results of it. It's also to be implemented in the Google Doc first, and later on, we then transfer it to the wiki. But the Google Doc is really important. Respond to our weekly prompts and interact with other participants. Feel free to, really respond to other posters. Regarding the badges and certificates, as you know, first-time moderators, they must earn the 6 badges, including the pre, which includes, right, the pre-mod week. And the returning moderators only the pre-mod week and week 1, which we have like really a weekly discussion on AI. It's already open, so you can check it out after the live meeting. And the certificate for completing, for completing the 2 badges and the new moderators for the 6 weeks will be issued at the end of the Mod PD. This is very important. It's the EVO proposal and LMS completion, right, and refinements. It needs to be done by November 15th. Then we go into the vetting process. And then on December 1st, as Miguel showed us on the timeline, it will be issued the final acceptance letter. Is Zina be back?
Yes, sorry for this connection.
No problem. We always have each other's back in our team, don't we? Okay.
Okay, we have the format for EVO proposal, which shows the essential components required for successfully submitting a session proposal for EVO 2025. This format ensures that each proposal is aligned with the expectations of the EVO community. The first component is the title of your session. Next, we have the abstract, a brief description of your session. It shouldn't be in more than 50 words. Then it's important to identify your target audience and sponsor if you have, and identify who will benefit the most from your session. We have a week by week outline. Week 1 is typically for introductions, week 2 to 4 for content, for delivering content, and week 5 for a showcase and evaluation. Another element is the communication media. What platforms and tools will you use to engage participants and facilitate interactions? Also, the moderator profile is an important part of your proposal. Ensure you provide a brief bio, 50-word bio for each moderator. And finally, we have the terms of agreement, which are very important, and you have agreed to them. Just as a reminder, all new moderators must complete all the tasks, and the returning moderators must complete the pre-mod, PD, and week 1 tasks. Please read these terms carefully and ensure that your session meets EVO's principles. We are excited to see your final proposals and the amazing sessions you will design. Next, please. Let's now look at the expected outcomes for weeks 3 to 5 of the LMS development. Over weeks 3 to 5, we focus on preparing the online space. In week 3, you will select online spaces, create the structure of your LMS, develop 5 modules. In week 4, you will start adding content to at least 1 module, including key elements such as the objectives and tasks, an overview page, discussion forums, and assignments. And in week 5, it's time to finalize everything. You will complete the modules and refine them based on the feedback that you will get from the peers and the coordinators by November 15. In week 5, you also will be expected to engage in peer review and feedback. So this is, again, a great opportunity to see others' work and learn from others. Then we'll ask you to join EVO community spaces. Next, please. Rose, I think.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Zainabi. I would like to invite the moderators if you have any questions. I don't know. Grazia, have you checked the chat? Do we have it? Zainabi, Jane? Any questions that we need to be addressing during this meeting?
No.
Or no?
I don't see any questions.
Okay, great.
Just great comments. Amazing
Um,
sessions, much needed sessions.
Okay, that's nice. That's awesome. Any moderator would you like to perhaps open the mic and make any questions? If not, we're ready to move on. Okay, so I think we are good. We cover everything so far, right?
Yeah, and if somebody has a question that right now they cannot think of it, but if they have it, we always have the Q&A forum on Canvas.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so go ahead, Sinabi.
Okay. Each week we have an overview page. Be sure to visit the overview page. It provides a clear summary of expectations and objectives for that week, ensuring you are on track through the weeks. Today, we are going to go through week 1. Ensure you go through the tasks and complete them to get a badge. For example, for pre-mod PD, you needed to complete the needs assessment survey, reflect on how EVO differs from other courses, review resources and readings provided about netiquette, copyrights and plagiarism, at least 1 or 2 readings to be able to answer questions in the check-in questionnaire. Next, please, Gracia.
Yeah, so just very quickly, in 2 minutes, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going to happen in week 1. We're going to be talking about AI, and we are not going to go in depth into what AI is and everything related to AI, but our focus is going to be on advantages and disadvantages. We're going to do some readings, and in the next slide, you will see that we're going to engage in discussions, we're going to engage in readings, we're going to be doing some reflection, and we want to focus on the advantages and disadvantages of integrating AI into the work that we do, into your sessions, into teachers' classrooms, and especially we want to think about the ethics, right, of AI integration. And we will have a whole session that you saw that a team will dedicate their time about the integration of AI, the ethical and the practical approaches. But for us in Mod PD in week 1, it's going to be about how do we connect AI to the ethics of implementing it, of using it, and how do we connect it to preventing plagiarism, for example, which is something that I know, especially at the higher education level, it's something that worries policymakers on how to best integrate it into the classroom in a way that it's useful, that we leverage that technology, but that we are making sure that our students and that whoever is using it is also being ethical about its implementation. So that's going to be the focus for us in week 1. You're going to see in the next slide that there are discussions that if you want to make sure that you are aware of them, and like, for example, when your peers post something that might be interesting and that you want to follow up on that, you can pin those discussions. And I know this week we're going to have very interesting discussions and very interesting reflections because all of us somehow have generated some sort of expertise in integrating an AI, and other people have been doing it for many years. So we're going to have a good week of sharing and learning together. I'm now going to pass it on to Mary, who's going to tell you a little bit about digital badges.
Yes, thank you. I'm excited to introduce our badge system design and to recognize and reward your achievements in completing the Mod PD tasks. So the purpose of using these badges is to encourage you to set and achieve goals, making the learning process more interactive and enjoyable. These badges serve as visual representations of your work and dedication. They also provide recognition for your efforts, fostering sense of community and collaboration. And finally, these badges also reflect your academic or professional growth, helping you track your progress. And in this slide, you can see that in your LMS on your left, you can find in the menu that it says badges if you want to follow your progress or to see where your badges are. So you can see, you just click there, you will see how you are earning badges one by one. So here, many of you, I suppose, have already obtained your first badge for the pre-mod PD. And I'm very glad that I already obtained mine. And I hope you're also happy to share your badges in your social media. Thank you very much.
And then this is our certificate of completion. Are you going to tell us a little bit more, Rose? Or Mary, or somebody.
Yes. No, that's okay. Don't worry. No, this is the certificate of completion for the Mod PD. We will be issuing, right, at the end of the Mod PD for each moderator who accomplish according to the expected outcomes. Regarding the certificate also for the sessions, we have prepared them. And by week 5, you have access to the templates we have created to issue for the participants, right, as well. And we also have a certificate that we coordinators, the coordination team is going to be issuing after the sessions being delivered to all moderators. So yeah, we hope you enjoy our Mod PD, right? And as we have emphasized before, it's really great to come together, once a year for this exchange because it really helps. We spend the time working on our sessions on our own, and when it comes to Mod PD and we have a chance to share, it's also the time to get our peers to take a look and make sure, that it makes sense to them as well, as it has made sense to us, right? So yeah, the certificate for completion, it's going to be issued at the end for that.
And
Let me
we have a
see.
question, Rose, from two moderators asking about a number of hours. Sue and I were telling them that, well, unfortunately, the certificate does not count for credit. And then Sue was mentioning that the number of hours can be different for different people. So we cannot state this is the number of hours that people have invested in Mod PD. I don't know if you have anything else to add.
No, nothing to add here. You both have covered what is the standard policy of the EVO, not just for the Mod PD, but also for the EVO sessions, right? Mm.
Yeah. And Elizabeth says, please consider including an average number of hours for Mod PD on the certificate. It is used as proof we are keeping up with PD. So I leave that to you and to pass it on to Christine.
Yes, we'll be passing on. Thanks for the suggestion. Okay, any more questions? We are running to the end, and before, of course, you leave, don't also forget to turn on your cameras, and so we can take a nice picture and share with Christine as well, right? And in our social media. Any more questions? I guess we have completed it, and let's continue interacting. If you haven't done yet with Premod, you're still able to do, right? While so you can join us in week 1 as well. Let me stop sharing. And now,
and if people can open their cameras, if they can.
I need to change my view as well to take a picture. But who is going? Jane is very good at taking pictures. Where is Jamie? Jane is our virtual photographer.
I'm not sure if I can have everyone in the same page.
Multiple participants. No. Well, I don't know why I only see. Oh, okay. I forgot. I need to change the view. Multiple speakers. But somehow only Jamie.
Wait, so let me, I have 2 pages of participants, so perhaps
Okay.
I'll
Gallery
take 2
mode.
pictures.
Yay,
Okay.
that's great.
All right, 1, 2, wait, where's my heart?
Smile.
1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, that's one. And then the second one. 1, 2, 3.
And go.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, I have 2 pages. Yes, I think I've got everyone.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much, Jane. And thank you so
Um,
much, everyone, for joining us, and especially our coordinators also who were able to join us today and support us, and all the moderators. And we are really, really excited, to be connecting with you through this Mod PD. It's the highlight of our year before we actually delivering our session. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. See you
Bye.
next week.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you next
Bye.
Sunday.
See you next
See ya.
Sunday. Bye.
You have a good week.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Okay, stopping the recording.